Hi, welcome to Monday Motivation. We really do want to have a healthier heart. And so, sleep is so essential for that. And let's keep on addressing that topic. Last time we talked about non REM sleep benefits. It really is a way to consolidate information that's learned during the day, like a filing system. And it's a file transfer mechanism to a more permanent memory. It helps us to be less likely to forget what we've learned. And then something I'm passionate about is that cardiovascular health benefit that as we go into that sleep, it lowers our heart rate, lowers our blood pressure, and so important to give our heart a break. It also is beneficial in improving our immune system. So as we get that good sleep, then we're really restocking that immune arsenal so that we can fight against invaders like cancer. Increases that sensitivity to those things. So it's like a health insurance policy, and who doesn't want that? We are going to keep learning more about the benefits of sleep, but the lack of sleep and the detrimental effect is going to be covered too, because it's really not to scare anybody, but to really just be aware of the importance of getting that good sleep. So let's talk about REM sleep or dream sleep. It's that rapid eye movement portion of the sleep cycle. So this is a very active part. Our brain waves are in an active state. They're it's fast and frenetic movement, and we can be really have more brain activity than we're awake in this REM cycle part of our sleep. Now, this is the time when that part of the brain, the regions that control our emotions, our motor skills, our vision, are really active, and the memories too at this time. Now, there are some benefits to this REM sleep because it does act like overnight therapy. It takes some difficult emotional experiences, maybe some tough uh, things that we went through during the day, and it kind of acts like a soothing mechanism, like a calming lotion, a balm on those rough edges. And as Matthew Walker mentions, it can provide really a convalescent, comforting experience. And we can wake up feeling better about some of those difficult emotions that we had the day before. And if you really think about it, it's true, isn't it? A good night's sleep. You feel better in the morning about some of those things that were bothering you. And so the brain is actively doing it. It'll take information that we've learned from that day before and kind of integrate it and process it with what we've learned before. It helps us to make connections. So we wake up with an increased ability to really make those connections, associations, so that we can integrate information from the day before with past experiences. I guess I would describe it kind of like taking pieces of a puzzle, putting them together to get a better picture and make better decisions. Just feel a little more competent about what we need to do going forward. So let's get to the question about how much sleep do we need. 7 to 9 hours from mountains of evidence. CDC really recommends that a minimum of 7 hours, and going over 9 hours really doesn't have much more benefit for us. So, one um, thing that will really drive that home as to not getting enough sleep by even 1 hour is daylight savings time. And in that book, by Matthew Walker, Why We Sleep, he mentions that during daylight savings time, it's really kind of like a global experiment. You've got over 1 billion people forced to reduce their sleep by 1 hour or less for a single night each year. Now, that switch to daylight savings time that happens in the spring results in most people losing an hour of sleep opportunity. Now, if you were to tabulate all the hospital records as to what happens on that day, you would find over a 20% increase in heart attacks following the day after. I think that's just amazing. You go to the fall, when we gain an hour of sleep, and the rates of heart attacks plummet the day after, again by over 20%. Now, there's similar statistics with traffic accidents too, how that losing an hour of sleep increases the amount of accidents. Gaining an hour reduces the amount of accidents that we have. So I think that's enough evidence to show that really sleep is so important, even by an hour. So we're going to talk a little bit more about how we can find regularity in sleep. We're going to delve into that a little bit more about how sleep works in another session. Thank you so much for listening today, and I'll see you next Monday.